When the small school movement came to Oakland, the educators there, the families, the students saw it as an opportunity to dream big about what it would be, what it would mean to have a school that is really, truly safe and academically challenging for our students.
And Roseann and I truly believe that our kids, I don't care if you just got here or you've been here 20 years. One of the things my grandmother always taught me is that God gave you the intelligence. All you need is the information and the tools. And there is no excuse in between how poor you are, how big you are, what race you are, what language you speak. Those are just excuses if you can't get ahead. And if you don't believe me, there are youngsters that if you challenge them, they'll rise to the occasion, because one of the issues that I've always faced serving in Oakland is that we would always classify our youngsters to be in this group. So when they got into middle school, you got to get ready for the university and colleges, but you weren't eligible to get into the competitive English skills or classes that everyone else was in.
English language learner executive director Nicole Knight brought me here, and I know she brought me here because she wanted to showcase the wonderful things happening for kids, and specifically the great work being done around language and learning, both in a targeted way in terms of the ELD, the English language development that kids get here, and also the integrated way that language is a part of everything that they do here at UPA. And that's where we need to be as a district, is that language teaching is all of our business. If you're a principal, if you're a parent, if you're a school board member, if you're a community member, we all need to embrace the challenge of teaching our kids language.
When I first came to UPA, I thought class was really hard. I was placed in a regular class and I didn't understand what they were doing. I was moved to EOD class. This class really helped me learn more English. Miss Julia, my first year teacher, helped me gain confidence speaking English. I want to give props to my teacher, Ms. Darcy, my ELD Boost teacher, for making me feel happy and giving us energy in the morning, because it was 8 a.m. and no one wants to get up at that time.
We recognize with English language learners making up 30% of our student body, our success as a district is contingent on the success of this population. So we are therefore elevating the needs of English language learners and ensuring that their needs are central to our mission as a district. Instruction for English language learners cannot and will not be an add-on for us. It is what we do. So I want to mention we're here to celebrate UPA's amazing success, but also the growth as a district. We have seen a 34% increase in reclassification over last year, and so I think that's unprecedented. And particularly, I'll be speaking a little bit more about long-term English learners. Those are students who have been in U.S. schools for more than 6 years and have not yet reclassified as fluent English proficient. Our growth over last year is over 200%. So we have more than tripled the number of long-term English learners who have now reclassified, and that's just tremendous.
While there are a number of factors that combine to support our amazing reclassification rate, I wanted to highlight 3 which I think have been essential this year. The first is our Morning Boost program that Claire mentioned. The second is our focus on school-wide data analysis. And the third is our whole school professional development plan. This common focus has propelled academic discussion at UPA and really taken us to the next level, I believe. All students, regardless of proficiency level at UPA, are expected to actively participate in daily academic discussions. And through our cycle of inquiry and opportunities to be observed by peers and coaching, teachers have the tools to support students, and we're seeing these reclassification results as an outcome. I would like to close by just saying in my 10 years here at UPA, I am ever more passionate about English language learners. I get more and more excited about the work that we're doing as a district, and I truly want to acknowledge the work that's coming out of the Alma office in supporting our work at UPA.
And I'm just excited to come into the school board in 2013 and see nothing but success here, having been here for the Dell event with regard to technology and STEAM, and seeing this young lady show us her ability to code. It was incredible, and I still talk about that. So this is another opportunity to celebrate the kids, and I too live in the neighborhood and see the kids with their uniform walking to school as I go down Fruitvale to get on the freeway to go to work. And it makes me really happy knowing that these kids are coming to an amazing institution in the neighborhood. They're walking to school, which is, I think, what all kids want, either to be dropped off by their mom walking, their father, or just their older siblings. And so every morning I get to wake up to that myself, and my daughter and I point that out because we always had to drive her up to her school. Anyway, I'm excited because I think that the leadership is the number one thing at this school. The leadership of the principal, the leadership of the teachers, and I have met so many of the teachers. I've watched classrooms, and I know that you're in the perfect storm of success. I know we'll be back on another issue, I have no doubt. So this issue, however, of reclassifying our English learners, to me is so important because obviously Latinos are the largest student body we have. Probably the next census will show we've exceeded 50%. Obviously, Councilmember Gallo talked about the percentages in the U.S. 80% of the growth in the country are immigrant families. And so I know that this school is poised to teach other schools that have this large population of immigrant families. And for instance, I think that what we have to do is make sure that every school has that same team, the principal, the amazing teachers, and then of course the parents.
The intentional integration of families, that was talked about here. These families want their children to graduate high school. They want their children to go on to college. They want their children to have great careers and success. And they're taking advantage of the want and the desire here and involving parents in that process. And that's why it works here. And
our families multiple times have given us feedback that they don't feel empowered to support their children because they are not English speakers themselves. And so we are consistently giving them strategies of how they can support, because there are many ways you can support, whether you speak English, whether you went to school, whether you are illiterate. As long as you are present and care, we can teach you how to support your child.
Now that I'm reclassified, I will be able to take normal classes in high school and actually understand what, I guess, high school classes are going to be like. My goal is to build a lot of confidence and to get good grades in high school so I could be someone in the future and go to a really good college so I could have a great future.